Parents, I'm going to make this really quick because I know you're busy. I'm going to give you the 3 reminders, and if you want to look deeper into what I'm talking about, I'm going to give you 3 recommendations of how to get more information. So the 3 reminders are: teach your kids about digital and media literacy, use all parental controls at your disposal on all of their devices, and stop posting pictures of your kids on the internet. If you're following the news about how social media platforms are on trial because of the ways in which they are compromising the mental health of young people, we are learning that these companies have done their own research and have gotten suggestions from experts that have been ignored in favor of profits, or as Mark Zuckerberg likes to call it, self-expression. And as recently as this week, we see what's going on between the Pentagon, Anthropic, and OpenAI, which has a lot to do with mass surveillance of US citizens. That includes your little ones. I've been saying this for a while. It's the entire reason that I started posting on social media. Parents, you need to regulate yourselves because we're not getting any meaningful regulation that's protecting your kids from the federal government or the states. That means using what is at your disposal to keep your kids safe when they're using technology. So that's, again, using all the parental controls that are at your disposal on all their devices, not posting pictures of them on the internet, and making sure that they understand what these products are, how they work, and why they might feel so compelled to use them, and the inherent risks in using them the way that they're using them. Also, if there are any toys that have technology or are enabled by AI in your house, they are the safest if they do not connect to Wi-Fi. If you have an AI-enabled toy in your house that connects to Wi-Fi, throw it out. I really recommend that you read this article from TechCrunch where the editor-in-chief interviews Max Tegmark, who's the MIT physicist, about the lack of regulation, the ways in which all 4 of these main frontier AI companies have gone against their own original safety policies to prioritize profit over safety. And when companies are prioritizing profit over safety and there's no regulation, then that's when parents, you really, really need to step it up with keeping your kids safe online. If you want to hear more about what's going on with the Pentagon, Anthropic, and OpenAI, listen to the most recent episode of the Hard Work podcast. And if you want to hear more about the history of the feuds between Anthropic and OpenAI and the ways in which they've had safety sort of at the center of their feud, then listen to this most recent episode of Search Engine where PJ Vogt interviews Gideon Krause, who has been investigating and researching Anthropic for several years. As always, leave a comment if you have one and follow along as I continue to dissect big questions at the intersection of human connection and AI.